Aang died in the Avatar state. That's the end.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, Aang fumbled the entire bag, bro. I took a clip of my stream in which I was saying that Korra is a great character, right? I said Korra's a great character, and I think she's a better written character than Aang.
I think that's valid.
People been murdering me for that take, man. People been killing me.
I could see the contrary, but I agree with you.
How, though? How do you see the contrary?
I mean, Aang,
First off, before you answer this, when was the last time you watched each series?
I'm in the beginning of Korra right now, and
For the first time, or you've watched Korra all the
I've watched
time?
Korra twice already.
Okay, cool.
So I'm rewatching it again with one of my homies, and I'm like in the very beginning. I started like a week ago. And then Avatar, maybe like a year ago.
Okay, so you know what you're talking about.
Yeah. When it comes to actual issues in the show, I think that Korra has to deal with a lot more. It actually grows from a lot more. Like, I wouldn't really count anything as spoiling. It's been
There's no spoilers for
I'm like
Avatar.
I'm like, it's been a very long time. Like, even with her whole airbending thing, I think she's grown a lot from that in general. That being like her hardest element, having to deal with Tenzin. Her just already being a high-headed character and having to figure out how to kind of chill out, kind of, sort of.
Right.
That's been very difficult for her, but she grew from that a lot. Kind of just interacting with people. Like, I feel like she's never been good at interacting with people.
So wait. What are you arguing right now? I thought you were arguing that Aang is a better written character. You said you could see the contrary.
Oh, I'm saying why I think that Korra is really good. But I could see how people would think that like Aang is better from also just like originality bias. I guess people would like him just because he's the first Avatar we've
nostalgia
known for real. Yeah. But I mean, when it comes to the team, I think that their team is a lot more iconic. I like the gang a little bit more than I like Korra's team, honestly.
Yeah, the gang's way better than Team Korra. That's just a fact.
Yeah, I got the gang 24/7. Also, another reason I could kind of see why Aang is a little bit better is because it felt like the final battle felt a little bit more impactful than like any of the battles that Korra had. I think that they were a lot better, like choreographed and like seeing them.
Let me stop you right there, Big Soldier.
Ozai?
Let me stop you right there. I went back and watched Avatar recently, right? I went back and watched Avatar within the last 2 months, maybe, right?
Yeah.
The final fight of Avatar: The Last Airbender, I hate it. I hate it with a burning passion. Those last 2 episodes are ass.
I don't know. Once again, it's been like a year and some change that I've watched it, but
those last 2 episodes kind of delete everything, right? Okay, so let's look at it this way. There are so many opportunities to grow from that final battle, right? So one of Aang's biggest things is always putting his personal beliefs over his duty. That's what Aang does.
Yeah.
He puts his personal beliefs over his duty. Always has, right?
Yeah.
When he found out he was the Avatar, he didn't want to be the Avatar. He left. Got trapped in the iceberg.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, that shit ass, right? When he needed to learn how to use the Avatar state, he didn't want to learn how to use the Avatar state because he didn't want to lose his connection to Katara. So he didn't.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wild.
Whole world saying, hey, my nigga, you gotta kill Ozai. Like, you gotta kill him because it's the only way to fix the problem. I don't want to. So he doesn't, right?
Kind of valid. He figured it out.
And that's the problem.
I think he did figure it out.
No, he didn't.
I think he did.
No, he didn't.
He did beat Ozai.
He didn't figure out shit. A magical lion turtle gave him a magic ability out of fucking nowhere. There's a word that...
Okay, he got lucky.
Yes, there's a word that I've never said it in real life. I've only ever read it, so I'm going to pronounce it wrong. But I think it's called the Deus Ex Machina.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
Did I
about.
pronounce
Yeah.
that right?
Deus
Deus Ex Machina?
I think
It's Deus Machina.
I thought it was just I can't remember. I can't remember now.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, but basically what that means is like when the story just hands you the answer to the problem and there's nothing, like it just fixes everything, right? So basically like, let me think of another Deus Ex Machina. Sasuke's about to die. Data blew this nigga up. Oh shit, we just found out that Sasuke can, like, let's write that Sasuke can reverse summon this nigga, control him, jump in his mouth, blah, blah, blah. Like, no problem was actually fixed. This story was just like, here you go. Answer.
Ooh, 2 episodes before, here's the way to remove bending.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
Aang never found the solution to the problem. Like, there was no solution to it at all.
The solution was found, but it was led to him after he walked off.
There was no growth. You know what I'm saying?
I do feel like
you're right. There probably
in a
wasn't any
little
growth.
way, right? Like he was sleepwalking, ended up on this island.
Right.
Yeah.
That could be like homage to like him actually getting connected to the Avatar state and them leading him to the answer. But like I do feel like that is one of those moments where you get like you just get cheated out of
It's just
the
like, fuck
ending.
it, you don't have to. Like, that was his chance to grow.
Well,
And
I think there's a lot of things that maybe he does like minimal growing kind of sort of. And once again, I like Korra more, but I think one of the problems that people have with Aang is that, or one of the problems people have with Korra is that it seems like she was kind of just handed everything. Like,
Right. And like, so when people talk about Aang as a character, they talk about all the things that Aang went through, right?
yeah.
Yes, Aang got frozen in an iceberg and woke up and his whole people was gone and all that, blah, blah, blah. Cool. All that was handled by episode 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? By episode 3, he had accepted that and everything had, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
growth.
agree with that. I
What you mean?
don't.
There
I
was no
don't think
character
he
growth from
accepted that he was the Avatar like ever throughout the story. Like he,
Yes,
I
he
don't.
did.
He
Even
definitely
by
did.
the end of it, he doesn't really accept like his position and what he had to do for he cheated the end. And he never really accepted, like, hey, you're gonna have to, like, to be the Avatar, you do have to give up your worldly possessions. You do have, like, you have to do that. That is just like what
I think he does
he
accept
accepted
it.
he
never
was the Avatar.
accepted
He's
it.
just stubborn, but he accepted that he was the Avatar.
I don't think he did the right thing, like, by the world. Like,
No. He always puts his belief over his duties. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And there was no room to grow over that. And then like another Deus Ex Machina. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but another one is right. Oh man, I'm about to start cooking. Give me a second. So another Deus Ex Machina is he finally got into the Avatar state in what was that, season 2?
Yeah.
Shot with lightning, can't enter the Avatar state again.
Was that season 2?
Season 2. That was season 2 finale. Azula and this nigga.
Oh.
Cool. He never fixed that problem. This nigga is getting worked by Ozai. He hits his back on the rock, and now I'm in the Avatar state. Like, that whole shit is now rendered, that whole, like, storyline, useless, nigga. Like, that whole thing, hey, let's just fuck it, nigga. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the shit that pisses me off so much is y'all be talking about Korra. Y'all be talking all this bullshit about Korra. Korra lost. She lost the connections to all the other avatars. She's the worst avatar ever. She lost all the connections. Aang died in the avatar state. That's the end.
Yeah.
That's it, nigga. Like, Aang fumbled the entire fucking bag, bro. The whole thing. The only reason this nigga is alive is because Katara had some magical bending water and she saved him. So when y'all talk about Korra's such a trash avatar because Korra lost all the other connections, Aang ended the whole shit. The whole shit was
we
done.
We don't have an avatar.
It was over. We don't have an avatar anymore.
I think people are just, I think people get more caught up on the group than the Avatar. I think
Oh, for sure,
people
for sure.
like Appa more than they liked
Nobody
Korra's.
gives a fuck about Naga, bro.
Yeah, like
nobody
nobody cared about the polar bear dog.
Even though I do like the design more. I like
Naga
Then
polar bear dog
over Appa.
Then a flying air bison.
I like the
six-legged
design. I
flying
like the
air
design.
bison.
It looks kind of cool. The
No,
polar bear dog
Appa
looks
was that
cool.
nigga.
You think Naga looks cooler than Appa? It's crazy.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's insane.
I like the nostalgia, not the nostalgia, but like
Nah.
the
Appa had
arrow,
horns,
like
bro.
the whole, like it looks cool. But I do like Naga. I like Naga.
I'm don't really. Now I do fuck with Pabu. Don't get me wrong.
Pabu was cool.
Pabu,
Yeah,
that
I
nigga.
rock with Pabu.
I fuck with Pabu.
Pabu's like almost a character. Like Pabu.
Yeah,
is
Pabu
dope.
on the same level as Momo for me.
Yeah,
Pabu is the Momo.
yeah, I could see it. I
Pabu
like
is Momo.
I like Momo a little more, but I could see it.
Momo that nigga, bro.
No,
Momo,
I love
Momo.
Momo. I love
Momo,
Momo.
you were doing the
I love
no,
Momo,
stop. Momo
but
that
Pabu
nigga.
on the same level. Pabu on the same level.
They're I don't know about very close. I like Momo. I really like Momo, but I like Pabu too.
Momo is the goat.
All right, that's fair. I don't really care about the other bison in.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I think
All the Appa's kids.
yeah,
I don't know.
Tenzin's is Uki, right?
I have no idea. I don't really.
Iki's is Blueberry Spice Head.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I don't know Janora's.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not important. Why don't even talk about
Yeah,
that?
I'm like, I have
But,
no idea what.
Yeah,
they
nah,
are.
like people been cooking me for that, and like, don't get me wrong. I think that. Let me be careful before I say this.
And I just think people get caught up on the cast more than the actual character.
I think that's a part of it, though.
Yeah, no, it has a better cast.
It isn't. When we were talking about two direct characters,
Yes.
I'm talking about Aang. Aang is not a better character than Korra. Like, through trials and tribulations, I think that, like, Korra went through way more and changed way more as a character. As characters I like, if you're talking about better character, I like Aang. Aang was that nigga.
Aang's more likable. Aang's more fun.
Yeah.
Aang's more all of that. Like Aang,
Korra's just more real to life.
she's more real life, and she just grew so much. Like if you look at episode
she
1,
was dealing
Korra,
with problems, bro.
she was dealing with problems.
That nigga Zahir is a problem.
Like it's crazy because if you look at episode 1, Korra,
yeah,
and then if you look at season 4 finale, Korra,
yeah,
two
totally
completely
different people. Very different people.
If you look at episode 1 Aang and season 3 finale Aang,
it's almost the exact same
he's
person.
pretty much
Yeah,
the same. They're like minor.
More confidence. More, probably like what
I don't
is
even know
more.
if I would say he's never been.
I think that's
unconfident.
yeah. I was about to say. I think that's
just-
almost like
it's more
supposed
more
to be that way.
stoic. My bad. He has more stoicism to it. He's just sitting there like you
Maybe
can
a
feel
little
like
bit,
that
yeah.
he's changed in the sense of like he's becoming more of like a serious person. Like certain things he's not playing as many games.
maybe a little bit. Like that's like right when he starts training with Zuko, kind of, but he's still like
but
a really
he's on
playful-
edge with Zuko. Like there's a portion in time where
He's
it's like,
almost
yo,
not,
we
though.
can't trust this. But that's not who he initially was. He was like, I'm looking for the good in every person.
Right.
Zuko, I'm not looking for the good in you anymore. Like we're
kinda
on.
was, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
at
when Zuko was
at
training
first
him,
he
they
was
were, like,
nah, we're
playing
not
games.
fucking with him. And then it was like, then Toph came and talked to him, and then like he heard him like, yo,
I think he
I
was
still
just
don't
saying that,
trust
though.
you.
I feel
He
like
was
everybody didn't really trust him except like
Toph. It was just Toph.
yeah, Toph didn't really.
Toph
trust
got
him.
burned by him and still ended up trusting
If
him.
you watch the episode, it wasn't that Aang didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like Aang always wanted to let Zuko like be his teacher because whenever
I don't think so.
Trust me. Watch the episode back. During the episode when they're saying no, Aang is like looking like he wants to say yes, and he kind of like looked back at Katara and Sokka, and they like nah. He like yeah nah like. Cause he wants to, even if you look at the Blue Spirit episode.
Yeah.
This nigga Zuko knocked out.
But
And Aang talking to him like, damn, bro, I know we could have been friends. Like, that's crazy. Like, we really could be homies. And then Zuko wake up, shoot some fire at him, and he dipped. But Aang never really had no malice for Zuko.
yeah, look, I was just saying he was thinking about the protection of his team.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, like you can't be around the people I love because I don't know what side you're on.
Right.
Yeah,
So like that is to me development from his initial stage because he was like an open like, hey, like anybody could be a good guy. at that moment, you could see that like portions of life had war on him.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I have things I need to protect and people I need to protect.
Right.
So I just think Korra was a better written character.
Yeah, I think she is. Aang's more likable.
Aang had a better cast.
I think that I have a really hard time saying this because I came to this conclusion yesterday, but I'm still not 100% sure on it. I think that as a show, I think The Legends of Korra is better than Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar: The Last Airbender is more fun, and it's an adventure.
Yeah.
The Legends of Korra got a good ass story, bro.
That's
you know
a story right there.
That's a story for real, bro. When you look at the villains and like the way the
bad
villains,
people. Well, not bad people, but like
they're
misunderstood,
dynamic. They're very dynamic.
Like Kuvira, Zahir, all very dynamic here.
Now, Unalaq, not super dynamic. I'm not gonna lie,
but kind of a demon. Like that's
he was a demon. But
yeah, like that's
dynamic.
why he was.
And then Amon, you know what I'm saying? Those are some serious ass villains. When you look at Aang's villains, you got season 1 Admiral Zhao. That nigga just evil, bro.
He got bodied.
That nigga just evil.
Bad.
But he got bodied.
He got bodied.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got bodied, but he's just an evil nigga. So there's not really no type of like push there, like, oh, let me think about these ideals, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Season 2 villain, you got Azula and kind of the Dai Li, but Azula,
yeah.
which she's probably the most dynamic villain of the show, unless like Zuko, but it's hard to call Zuko.
I don't know if I could call Zuko a villain.
There's only like certain portions in like Avatar where I feel like, come on, bro. And that's what I forget the name of the secret corpse of the Bossing say. I'm trying to think.
Isn't that the Dai Li?
Yeah, the Dai Li just completely just conforming over to her and leaving their leader and just being like, yeah, we're gonna submit to Azula.
Nah, that makes sense.
No, that made no.
Azula's a demon.
Yeah,
Azula's
she's a demon. There's 50 of you and nobody tried her. Like there's
Nobody
50 of you.
No one should have tried
Why?
her.
Why? She is one girl. They are 50 trained elite fighters.
Well, but it wasn't that like
they just felt her commanding presence, and they started listening. They were like, well, she's a more.
They also didn't rock with the leader of.
No. They fucked with him. They're soldiers. You know what I'm saying? So they just do what the commanding officer do.
Yeah, and they were.
So it was Zula and the other nigga there.
Yeah,
and they had been listening to Azula, even though the main nigga was in charge.
Yeah,
and then he gave them an order, and Azula's like, they waiting to see who is the leader. Like they don't know who the leader is no more. And then Azula looked at that nigga and said, "But we both know who the leader is." And then Long Feng bowed to her, and them niggas was like, "Oh, okay,
what the fuck is that?" Like, it makes no. I don't feel like that's a real. That would be a real situation that would ever arise. I don't know.
Probably not.
No, if you're commanding guys for years, and then one person comes in for a week, and then we don't know who the leader is anymore. Nigga, I'm an earthbender. She's not realistic. She's a firebender. I am an earthbender. Y'all gonna listen to her?
Bro,
no.
Story wise, I think that's a really cool thing to do.
Yeah,
but
I think it was
realistically,
that was a trash scene.
Realistically, Long Feng has been trying to take over Ba Sing Se for his entire career.
And he
did a pretty decent job.
He was in control of Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, he did a pretty decent job. Azula, the princess of the strongest nation in the world,
yes,
is now sitting here and did the same shit in 3 days, and you're sitting here like,
no,
I don't want to fuck with her, bro.
She just walked into his position. I don't even.
But what happened if I turn Azula down and she go back and say, "Daddy, blow these niggas up"?
Kill her. We're already at war with these niggas.
I was about to say, I feel like the realistic thing would be
we're
like,
already at war with
we
these
just
niggas.
have to fight back.
Kill her.
It's up.
What do you mean?
Even if we're gonna lose, we gotta fight back.
What are you talking about? That's the perfect hostage situation.
You ain't got the princess.
I have the princess. What do you mean? There's 50 Dai Li standing right here. We could capture the princess and turn the tides of this war. We've been in a war for 100 years. Niggas said, hey, I think we just go after fighting your entire life, becoming a soldier, you've been protecting a wall that is protecting your city your entire life, and instead you just be like, well, this one girl snuck in and now she's my commanding officer.
I don't know how many people
I think it was a fun plot point, like,
She's
to
just
show
too
how
smart, bro. She's too smart.
I don't think that shit would happen in real, soldiers would not just be like, well, who's our leader now? Nigga, no.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm an
realistically
earthbender.
that would
She's
happen.
not, nigga. Get her.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That shit would not have happened. Niggas would have heard it from an earthbender and been like, oh yeah, what the fuck? That's the leader.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He's been our leader for years.
Yeah, but maybe if that nigga Longfang would have bossed up and be like, no, nigga, get them. She said, nah, we both know who the leader is. And that nigga Longfang said,
Exactly. That was some bullshit.
Longfang
He a
fumbled
bitch-ass
too.
nigga.
He was not a bitch ass nigga.
He was
he
a
been
bitch
a
for
bitch
that.
ass nigga.
He was the literal leader of Ba Sing Se. He had niggas getting
From being a bitch ass nigga.
He pulled up. Oh, you talking about some shit about some war throwing niggas in concentration camps. He was come here, concentrate. What you say? You trying to talk to the Earth King about what? Boom! Jails for niggas. He did not care. He was ruthless. I don't think this nigga just instantly, you know what? I've been working my whole life to be the leader of Ba Sing Se. This little girl got it. No, that's some bull. That was a device to push the story further.
Wait, by that point, was it already up for Longfang at that point or no? I can't remember.
No.
It wasn't up for, like, did the Earth King know that nigga was going behind his back at that point?
No.
No? Okay. I can't remember.
That shit is... It was ass. And even when the Earth King found out that nigga was going against his back, the Earth King left. The Earth King said, nigga, I'm out. Left with his bear.
Turn yourself down just a little bit. You turn yourself up just a little too much. You should be, that's up.
Oh, that's up? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. You should be cool right there.
Yeah, but the Earth King bounced. The second shit started going left, the Earth King said, I don't even need none of this. And took his bear and left.
Took his bear.
He tried. He
left.
He was ruling.
No, he left. He
Sure
left.
nigga was ruling, bro.
The Earth King left. Nigga said,
So then who was ruling?
I think, didn't they took over Ba Sing Se, right? They hung up all the flags and Ba Sing Se had fell. Like,
I feel like Ba Sing Se did get taken over by the Fire Nation.
Oh yeah, it did fall because
With like, wasn't it
the
with
Earth King left.
the drill and something like that?
Nah, Azula had.
Yeah, she took the Dai Li. She took the Dai Li, and then they fly out. But I'm just saying,
because she killed the Avatar. Yeah, she. At that point, you rule the world.
You're done. Yeah, I'm like, everything is over.
The Fire Nation rules the world by that point.
Yeah.
But that's all I'm saying. The Dai Li hand over the keys to the strongest city left in the Earth Nation.
Which is valid by that point. You killed the Avatar.
No, that was after. She killed the Avatar.
The Avatar's a fucking airbender, nigga. They been dead. Handing over Ba Sing Se made no sense. They just handed over Ba Sing Se because, like, I got that was a device to move the story further. Him just giving up his commanding role after years and years of lying to the Earth King.
He a bitch.
Shit, everything about to crumble. I'm gonna try and stand at the top of this shit still. Why the fuck would I? He just, oh yeah, give up my commanding role. I'm not the commander anymore.
Nah, cause Longfang, he ain't no real nigga, bro. He always been a bitch. And Azula knew. Azula said, we both know. And that nigga said, yeah,
You right.
You
got me.
I'm my bad, G.
Bullshit. That's all. But I do really think that a lot of people get caught up in the characters in Avatar.
Oh yeah,
I do think
the cast
the
is better.
characters
The cast is better.
were better. Like I don't. The other guy who was I can't even remember his name now. I can't even remember
From Korra or Avatar?
Who's supposed to be their Sokka. He's just.
Do they really have a Sokka?
No, the Earth bending.
Bolin?
Oh, Bolin isn't there.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it.
He's their Sokka, bro.
I see what you mean.
I see why you're saying
He's
that.
his own character. I see what you mean.
He's the goofy nigga who be going after the girls.
I like Bolin.
That's what
I like Bolin.
Like, yeah, Bolin was sick, but Bolin's not as good as Sokka. There's just Sokka was the better role.
Yeah.
Like Sokka had no
Bolin.
bending, and he was the guy. Like,
I like Bolin. I like Mako.
I'm not a big Mako fan.
I like them both. Not like they're not a team as much though. Like they're a lot of
Yeah,
times
they do a
kinda
lot of things separate.
They're split up a lot.
Yeah.
I think if they would have been a team longer, maybe it would have slapped more, but they weren't.
Yeah.
I love Tenzin.
Tenzin is the
amazing
GOAT. I love
character.
Tenzin.
Both Sue and Lin, both goated.
Which one? Oh yeah, those are
the Beifong.
Oh
Lin
yeah,
Beifong.
Lin Beifong is crazy.
Lin
with it.
Beifong is.
I
Probably,
do like Sue, not nearly as much as I like.
Oh,
Lin.
Lin's better by far.
Yeah,
but
Lin goes
Sue is
crazy.
Also cool. Or Su Yin. She's cool. Kai's cool. I like Kai. I like Jinora.
Oh, Kai is dope. I really like Kai.
Yeah, I like Kai.
He was dumb in as Airbender.
Hey, he the GOAT. I like
Yeah.
Jinora. I don't really care for Boomy.
I don't really care about any of like.
I like
the
Boomy.
kids.
Boomy made sense.
I don't really care for
I'm not big on
Boomy.
Boomy.
Was true to character. Like, if you're comparing him to anybody in the first series, he was very much like the other Boomy.
He was a wacky nigga.
Old commander, wacky nigga. Like, he was sick. I fucked with Boomy because he matched what Boomy was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I wish we could have got more.
Like,
Kaya.
imagine if-
I like Kaya, but we didn't see nothing of her.
Yeah, I wish we would have got more Kai.
Like, imagine if Tenzin was named Boomy. Like, that would have been...
that wouldn't work. I feel
Yeah,
like.
like, he wouldn't have fit.
Right.
Yeah.
But the crazy uncle, being Boomy makes perfect sense.
I fuck
Yeah.
with Boomy. He the GOAT.
Yeah, Boomy is cool.
They got some good characters in that show.
They got some decent characters.
But Avatar is just got better ones. They got Uncle Iroh, my nigga. They got Zuko and Uncle Iroh.
Yeah,
That's enough for the dub right there.
That's enough right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
You're
really care about
supporting
any
cast.
of
And
Tenzin's
Azula.
kids.
Like them three
Azula,
right there
yeah.
is up.
I can't even complain. Like, those three people, that family, as a cast, besides the, Fire Lord. He
Couldn't care less.
Yeah.
That guy was ass.
He didn't matter at all.
That family was, like, sick. All
Yeah,
of
they
their
went
characters
crazy
super
all
dynamic.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Super dynamic. So,
I mean, Zuko kind of had his time in the sun in Avatar, so he didn't really have to do nothing in Korra. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, he was a background. He was
Yeah.
super background by that point. Same with Katara. Like,
Yeah,
super background at that point.
yeah,
But, yeah, it is what it is. They got a new series coming out soon, though.
yeah. I know. I hope it's like
is it going to be the
Earthbenders.
next Avatar?
They got a couple in the works. They got some movies in the works, but